What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Man, look, this video is mainly to try to put some awareness in our heads about about ways that we can do better by us. Y'all remember when FUBU came out, it stood for us, by us. We got to start thinking about ways for us to do better by us. So with the government shutdown and the reopening and the stipulations and the conditions under which, the circumstances under which the government reopened, and people got a problem with it. And one of the main things that people are talking about is the effect that it will have on healthcare, in the premiums doubling and tripling in some cases, and that is a big concern, rightfully so, for a lot of the American people, because it's tough to have health care as it is. So when the affordability of it gets to a point where you basically can't get it, it's going to be tough. That's a scary proposition for a lot of people. What I'm saying is that when you look at how pre-existing conditions that people have and outright conditions that people have in terms of their bodies and their health and all that, one of the things that come to mind for me is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching on how to eat to live. A teaching that he's been pushing and harping on for almost 100 years now. Literally. I'm not joking. And that teaching, had we taken it seriously and taken it to heart decades and decades ago, that teaching alone would have had such a positive effect on our overall well-being as individuals and as people, and on the elimination of sicknesses. That eating to live and the method in which he prescribed being such a proactive approach, that a lot of these things that we're dealing with would not be an issue, or would be greatly minimized. So while healthcare consists of other things, that you fall out of a tree and break your leg, okay, healthcare will come into play. I'm speaking more so about the things that we can absolutely control, because we can't control what this government does. They're going to do what they do. They have a role to play in terms of the fall of America, and they're playing that role. They're doing their part. Our job is to get out of the way. So when America falls, as America is falling, you don't get hit with none of the cinder blocks. None of the buildings and trees and poles land on you. So understanding that you can't control what they do, you have to have the understanding that you can absolutely control what you do. So you have to put value on this. You have to put value on the internal parts of your anatomy. Don't just look at your hands and your face and your head and say, oh, I'm good, while you don't know what's going on in here. And the way you eat and the way you don't eat, which is just as important, maybe more important, I don't know. Those things are vital in determining your well-being or lack thereof moving forward. So yeah, while it is a scary prospect for a lot of people to not be able to afford health care for themselves and for their families, there are things that we can do to potentially prevent us from it being a catastrophe or an incident taking place that just is beyond our financial ability to just take care of it. Because it's hard enough as it is, or as it was, or as we may be saying it was hard enough as it was. If this shakes out like it's being projected to shake out, just in that category, then obviously it's going to be a lot harder. So take care of yourself, man. Exercise. Get out there, man, and walk. If you can't run, walk. You should walk anyway. Walking is the best exercise. But figure out something you can do to keep your body moving. Drink your water. Eat the right foods. Stop eating the wrong foods. Stop eating 3 and 4 times a day. Practice eating 1 time a day. Do these things and you'll see an improvement in how you feel. And like I say, while there could always be things that you still will need to, in terms of health care, eating to live in the method that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad prescribes will absolutely scratch a lot of that stuff off the list. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one real soon. Peace and Mary's grease.